Hey everyone, if you're shopping for a car on a tight budget, you've probably noticed how tempting cheap cars can be. Low sticker prices, affordable financing, and the promise of saving money right out of the gate. But here's the truth. While cheap cars might seem like a steal initially, they often come with hidden costs and compromises that can add up quickly over the first 3 to 5 years of ownership. In this video, we'll explore why cheap cars might actually cost you more in the long run. We'll dig into safety, performance, reliability, comfort, and resale value, using real examples and data to help you make a smarter decision. Please subscribe to Question Enthusiast for more fun videos. To start, let's look at how cheap cars evolved over the past few decades. Back in the 1980s and 1990s, buying a cheap car often meant sacrificing power and luxury, but reliability was generally decent because manufacturers focused on robust mechanical parts. Fast forward to today, to keep prices low, manufacturers often cut corners in materials, technology, and safety equipment. The global push for fuel efficiency and emission standards means many cheap cars use smaller engines and simpler designs. Models like the Mitsubishi Mirage, Chevy Spark, and older Fiat 500 versions dominate the budget segment, often priced under $18,000 new. While they offer basic transportation, the compromises you make can be costly in unexpected ways. Safety is arguably the most critical factor in choosing a car. Unfortunately, many cheap cars lag behind in this area. While safety tech like automatic emergency braking, lane departure warnings, and blind spot monitoring have become standard even in mid-range vehicles, budget cars often don't include these features or offer them only as expensive add-ons. Take the Mitsubishi Mirage or older Fiat 500 models. They frequently miss out on these systems entirely. According to crash test data from the IIHS and NHTSA, these cars score significantly lower on crashworthiness compared to more expensive competitors. Moreover, the lightweight construction common in budget cars can reduce crash protection. The result, higher risk of injury and accidents. Remember, safety isn't just about the car itself, but the technology designed to prevent accidents before they happen. Performance is another area where cheap cars often fall short. To keep costs down, these vehicles typically feature small 3 or 4 cylinder engines with modest horsepower, sometimes as low as 70 to 90 horsepower. For example, the Mitsubishi Mirage's 1.2-liter 3-cylinder engine produces just about 78 horsepower. While this helps fuel efficiency, it means the car feels sluggish, especially on highways or steep inclines. Slower acceleration can impact safety, especially when merging or overtaking. The older Chevrolet Spark is another example, with minimal power and outdated transmissions that result in a less responsive drive. In addition, many cheap cars use older transmission technology, like basic automatic or manual gearboxes, without the refinement found in Porsche models, affecting smoothness and fuel economy. So you save up front, but might spend more time frustrated behind the wheel or on fuel costs than you bargained for. Reliability is a major concern with cheap cars. Data from J.D. Power, Consumer Reports, and various automotive surveys consistently show that budget vehicles tend to have higher repair rates within the first 3 to 5 years compared to mid-tier cars. Models like the Nissan Versa and Chevy Spark are often cited for transmission failures, electrical gremlins, and premature brake wear. These problems can mean frequent trips to the mechanic and unexpected repair bills. Cheap cars also tend to use lower-grade materials and components to save cost. Things like plastic fittings, basic wiring harnesses, and simplified suspension setups that can wear out faster. This means your maintenance costs can creep up quickly, eating into any savings you made by choosing a budget car in the first place. One important note, while budget cars might come with warranties similar to pricier models, the inconvenience and downtime of repairs can be frustrating and costly. The interior is where you spend most of your time in a car, yet cheap cars often skimp here too. Expect hard plastics, minimal sound insulation, and basic fabric seats that wear quickly. Many budget cars don't have touchscreen infotainment systems or smartphone integration, relying instead on small displays or old-school radios. For instance, the Fiat 500's interior might look cute, but it lacks the tech and comfort features you get from more expensive competitors. Poor cabin insulation means more road and wind noise, which can make even short trips tiring. So if comfort matters to you, a cheap car may feel like a compromise every day. Cheap cars generally depreciate faster than their mid-range or premium counterparts. The reasons are simple: lower demand in the used car market, higher repair history, and limited features. For example, after 3 years, many budget cars lose 50% or more of their value. This can be a significant financial hit if you plan to sell or trade in your car. This fast depreciation means that what looks like a bargain at purchase might actually be an expensive mistake over the car's lifetime. That said, cheap cars do have their place. If you need basic transportation for short, local trips, or as a second car, they can be practical and affordable. If your budget is tight and you're willing to accept compromises in performance and comfort, a cheap car might fit your needs. Also, if you're someone who buys cars and keeps them for a very long time, investing in a more reliable used car or slightly more expensive new model might save money overall. In conclusion, cheap cars come with trade-offs you should carefully consider. Lack of modern safety features, weaker performance, more frequent repairs, and less comfort are common issues. Before you buy, think beyond the sticker price. Look at total cost of ownership, how safe, reliable, and comfortable the car will be over the next 3 to 5 years. For an in-depth look with real-world testing and comparisons, check out the full video on CarWow's YouTube channel. Remember, buying a car is one of the biggest purchases you'll make. Make sure you get the best value for your money, not just the lowest price.